Hi, my name is Rafał Piasecki. Unfortunately, my English is not as good as my previous speaker, so I hope you will understand everything. If not, just ask. I'm not developer, I'm not coding, so I'm from completely different world than you. I'm a partner and strategist in R² crafting. It's a company which takes care about the brands. We are helping people to grow their business, and we are working as marketing and business consultants. And the subject I want to talk with you today is innovation. As you know, we live in a world completely full of innovation. Can you hear me properly? World is completely full of innovation right now. Everything needs to be innovative. So we need to come with some segmentations of innovation, and maybe we can divide them for the black one and white one. You know, there are really hundreds of innovative programs. You've got innovative women's health, you've got innovative finance system, language learning. Something is wrong, something is not working. So technology and creativity is not enough. This is an example of two Samsung flagships. One is S8, one is S9. The difference without this number is really hard to describe which one is S8, which one is S9. They are very good phones, a lot of technology. S9 is much better than S8. But can you please tell me what was the huge innovation? Because everyone said that it's huge innovation, that this is S9, not S8. The difference is really small. It's not innovation. It's better phone with better battery, better processor, better camera, better everything. But it's not innovation. Data-driven marketing. My previous company was obsessed with data-driven marketing. They said it's so innovative to do DDM. And now example of one of the mailing my wife received. She's young woman from the city. So you've got the picture of young woman in the city, washing machine, and the headline that perfectly washed in half time. This is unfortunately how very often DDM is working. Because I know the person, it's a young woman, so we put the picture of young woman. And we put a washing machine because this is our product. This is not innovative and not working good, because she was really angry that someone is sending this mail to her. Better example of DDM, I don't know if you know this series, Ślepnąc od świateł, so getting blind from the lights. Very good TV series. And very good mailing. Just after finishing the series, you've got the mailing of the similar TV series which can attract you. So much better, but still not innovative. But can we do DDM innovative way? Of course. You know, Spotify, it was mentioned on the first presentation. So very good example what we can do with data in innovative way. In Spotify, we've got a lot of knowledge about what people do. So if you just dig in those data, get some good insights, you can create really, really good communication with a bit of fun, even with a bit of politics in the background. So it was really bad for 3,000 people, and they were really afraid of Brexit. This is really good, innovative way of using data, because you are not doing what it was created for, but trying to do something completely new. So a bit of fun from our users, but in really, really creative way. And you can see that you can use those data in completely other way. And this is real innovation. But what's the problem? People are lazy. People don't want to dig, to create, to do something differently. They usually take some technology, some data, and say, if I am using technology, if I am using data, I am innovative. That's completely not true. You can do a lot of innovation without technology. And this is my favorite example of IBM out-of-home ads. Very simple, very creative, and very about IBM, showing that you can help cities with really simple solution. It was innovative. It was something completely new without really using data or technology. Yeah, it's really simple, but this is real innovation. So my definition of innovation, but I think this is the main definition nowadays, so is do something in a new way, to have new ideas about something. So to fight with a problem we had in completely new way. So not using technology, but do it other way than before. So simple, but so hard to do. So how really good or real innovation needs to? At first, answer consumer needs. Answering consumer needs is essence of marketing, is essence of business, but it's not as simple. And this is real insight of my friend. A few days ago, she was completely freezed by temperature and she needed to send some emails. So in Canada, they had this problem, really consumer needs. But answering consumer needs not always give you really good innovation. This is really consumer need. Yeah? And if you got the flu all the time, you need a tissue, but the solution is not the best. This need is also very important, but again, the solution is not as good. But here we've got a great example of very good medical company from States. So as we know, people got a lot of problems, so they cut their fingers, they got some pain, but they don't want to study medicine to get a solution. So here you've got the perfect answer for their needs. You just go to the pharmacy, you said that I did this, and you get the ready solution. So this is how to listen to consumers and create innovation based on that. How to search for good insights, how to search for consumer needs. This is example of the wheel, which is not as old as we can imagine. So wheel is only about 6,000 to 7,000 years old. So it's not very old innovation. And I want to show you why asking your consumer is not always the best idea based on wheel.
Thank you for your time and welcome to our focus group. Today we're going to show you an idea and ask for your opinion. This is called a wheel. Now, according to its developers, it'll change the way we work and live. Why? Because it rolls. It can also be added to wagons to make moving a heavy load easier. Your opinions?
If it rolls, that means it could roll away and get lost, right? Or it could roll over your foot. It's the round shape that disturbs me. It's very feminine. I can't imagine any caveman wanting to be seen with that.
I wouldn't.
And this added to wagons thing, it sounds very complicated. Is there an easier version?
You know what?
Do you have it in square?
No square.
If there was a square one,
Yeah?
it didn't roll. Then maybe I would think about buying one. Nice try.
Sounds stupid, but very often, if you ask people, they will answer on your ideas like this. So your consumers asked usually killed your ideas. And very famous people from the business history know that. Mr. Henry Ford said that if he asked people what they want, they will ask for faster horses, not for a car. People don't want to innovate. They will always say that your new idea is stupid because people don't like new things. So if you want to get some real knowledge about consumers, you need to take a look, dig in their habits, but you need to think in advance, create some new ideas and test them in real life. because usually people won't tell you what they really want. Good insight is something that someone will tell, yes, it's true, it's obvious, like a car, because it's obvious that it's better to move by a car. But I never thought about this way. This is why we need our thoughts, our thinking, not only consumer investigation. What's also very important, not every innovation can be done right now. This is an example I think you know, the old iPad made by Microsoft, which didn't really appear strongly on the market. But a few years later, the new iPad just get on the market and was huge success. There is something which is called a trend adaptation curve. I think you know this. I think you know this tool. It's really simple. That if you're coming with new ideas, you need to get those innovators, early adopters, and later this big amount of normal people are ready to get your innovation. Because at first people are afraid. They want someone to test this for them. What's the problem nowadays with apps, with technology? That normally the life circle of new ideas is really short. So we are developing a lot of new ideas, and very often they are not in right time, not in right moment. And maybe you should develop it better, wait, or dig in the past, get some really good ideas and test them again, because a lot of well-known solutions right now were not the first one. Yeah? Facebook is not the first social portal. Google is not the first place you can search in the net. iPhone is not the first phone. So sometimes you need to just get some solutions from the past and try if right now is the right time for them. What's also very important, innovation needs to be a credible part of your brand. If you are working in a company which is well known on the market, like Harley-Davidson, and you want to come up with some innovations, you can go into whiskey. It's okay. It's quite innovative whiskey. It's in a jar, it's in a bottle, it's in Harley-Davidson style. That's fine. If you are working for Colgate and you've got an idea that if you are brushing your teeth, maybe it's worth creating some food, because, washing, getting to teeth dirty and so on. So you can come up with Colgate lasagna. But the result is that you are in Museum of Failure Innovations, because there is something wrong, because it's not in your brand. So all the time you need to think who are you and what you can and what you shouldn't do. Okay, so now let's think how we should work to get some innovations. First, we need to define problem, because we are not working to innovate, but to help our consumers. So this is example of two ads of the same product, but with completely different approach. The first one.
Electric Nissan Leaf. Innovation for the planet. Innovation for all.
So I think today in Katowice there is a climate summit, so quite hot topic. Of course, it's a lot of controversy if electric car is really better because of electricity, which is made of gold and so on and so on. But if you think the problem with electric car is not that people don't believe that it's more healthy for you, more healthy for the cities. People are afraid of the problem with charging and think that car should be on petrol, not on electricity. So what you can do, you can create very similar app.
what if everything ran on gas? Then again, what if everything didn't? The 100% electric, zero gas Nissan Leaf. Innovation for the planet, innovation for all.
So as you can see what they did, they discovered that the problem and the barrier between the product and the consumer is in completely different point. So it's not about ecology, it's about showing that electricity is normal, the petrol is something stupid. And we've got the same product in completely different view. So the very important part of thinking about the innovation doesn't matter if it's about your product or about your communication, it's to define what's really a problem between the brand and the consumer. Because we are not doing innovation for itself, we are doing it to help ourselves and help our brand. Sometimes it's really simple. All of us know this problem with Heinz ketchup in glass bottle. So it's really simple to create a bottle that forced you to put it other way. Yeah, and we are changing this barrier which is in between our product and the consumer. So the second point is to think really openly. So we need to think in every place with every possible solutions. A lot of great solutions were made on napkins. A lot of great buildings like Eiffel Tower. A lot of economical theories were just one thought made in a cafe. So this is really important to think openly and be brave in our creativity. Best example is to give opportunity to think for the small children. This is the great case of Lego, just a two-minute movie about konkiwongi. You know this word? It means nothing. In Wikipedia, there is nothing. All old people like us, like me, maybe not you, will just Google think and said it's impossible to create konkiwongi because it doesn't exist. But if you ask small children, this is what they do.
Was ist das denn? That type of word, I think it's like a kissing spaceship. Keine Leben auf dem Mond. Una casa. It'll be mostly white. And it's gonna be big and fat. Ein Flugmodell oder... It's like half dog, half bunny. And then it'll have a green like edge for like a frame. And his glasses are gonna have cute little ice cream cones. È una macchina. È una casa macchina. Electronosaurus Rex. And then he makes... Well, it's just so I can get my ideas out and then I can see what they actually look like in bricks. This is my Cronky Wonky with the male Cronky Wonky. This is my Cronky Wonky. Cronky Wonky.
So as you can see, our creativity is the biggest when we are about free. Later, we are afraid to do something really openly and just to create. So sometimes we just need to try and later discover that we are doing the washing machine on your shoes or something, but sometimes it's worth trying. And the third and the last point, which is really important in innovations, is to craft it well. Of course, on every presentation, these jobs need to appear, but this is really, really important, that sometimes the details matters. And this is my favorite example. This is the way to deliver you salt and pepper in Virgin Atlantic plains. So really small piece of art, which is really tempting to take home. And a lot of people did so. So what they did, this is what is written at the bottom. So if you keep it in your pocket and just at home you discovered that they knew. This is a really small piece of design, which is really cost you nothing, but it's great souvenir, and for sure you will show it to friends, and they will use Virgin Atlantic with pleasure. So just to sum up, good innovation is something which answers consumer needs, is on time, is integral part of your brand, so you need to be credible, and to create good innovations, you need to define the barrier between your brand and your consumers. You need to think openly and really carefully craft everything. But most of all, innovation is a state of mind. So we need to think to do something really innovative, not just use technology as something which is new, so it provides us innovativeness. So that's all from me. Hope it was a bit interesting for you. If you have any questions.